It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. They need 12 here. It's third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they were going to get excellent field position either way. They had pinned them deep, but that's even better.
So in other words, being comfortable with field position, that was going to be okay. But sometimes being greedy is the right way to go. And boy, they take it all the way back, put it in the end zone. A great way to get started for them.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Eagles had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Off the play fake, Daniels. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them. Another 1st down.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action with Hurts. Out to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Once more, here's Eckler. And he is out of bounds here. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg, Daniels. And this time he is in. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll throw now on the final play. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second? Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Jake
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. That is caught, and he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards.
Running on first down, Eckler. That's Keely Ringo, who was there in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
A gain of 12. First down, Washington.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Washington.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Commanders 24, Eagles 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16.
Throwing is Hurts.
At the 33-yard line.
This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Down the sideline he goes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake, Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Eckler is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Commanders 31, Eagles 7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second down and a yard. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
And the Eagles first down.
But first down, Hurts. And now here is another interception. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check. 70 Ranger. Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Commanders are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 38, Eagles 7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and the Commanders are going to get it back here.